welcome back to my channel. If you are just checking out my channel for the first time, welcome. My name is Aysha and I'd love it if you subscribe down below. And also for anyone really, make sure you are clicking the bell notification right beside the subscribe button so that you're notified every single time I upload, and that would be awesome because you'd never miss a video from me. Today's video is a YouTube made me buy it. My cousin Sada actually gave me this idea, so thank you so much, Sada. I have actually watched a lot of these videos before and I thought they were really interesting. I feel like I don't buy any products without searching them up on YouTube. So I have a lot of products beside me to show you guys today, so make sure to grab a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, or whatever you want to drink and join me in this video because it's going to be hella long. I made sure not to include any PR items or like items that I get for free from companies in this video. These are solely products that I've purchased with my own money. Just wanted to put a little disclaimer in there. Before we get started, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. This is going to be kind of a review of all of these products as well, which is why it's going to be so long, but I really hope you guys get a lot out of this video and maybe find some products that you would like to try. So the first product is by Morphe, and this is probably, like, this literally took over the internet when everyone was trying to get a hold of it, but this is, and I'm sure you've guessed it, this is the Morphe 350 palette. I do have one color missing. It just kept falling out and eventually I lost it. So I bought this probably around a year and a half to 2 years ago. It was when like the hype was real and everything. I feel like the hype sort of died down, but I absolutely loved this palette for so long. It's just, I mean, look at it. Like, it's everything that I could ever want in a palette. The only thing is, I haven't been using it as much only because so many other products have been coming out that I've been like obsessed with, and I travel a lot, so this is extremely inconvenient to like have when you're traveling. Like, I wish maybe there was like a smaller version or something. But if you guys were ever thinking of getting the Morphe 350 palette or any of Morphe's palettes in this sort of series, I would highly recommend them. They're really inexpensive. I have this one, and then I also have the 35, maybe it's the N, and they're really good quality like shadows. Like, they're super creamy and pigmented. Like, those are three, just to show you guys a swatch. So if you're just looking for a really good starter kit, then I would highly recommend this. Or if you're like a makeup artist or something, these you definitely don't want to miss out on. YouTube definitely made me buy it, and I'm so glad it did because I really like it. And now just looking at it, I'm like, girl, I have to start using this more. Like, it is gorgeous. So since I started with eyeshadow palettes, I figured I might as well continue. The second product that YouTube made me buy is a Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I believe I bought this around a year and a half ago. Like, I remember it was September of 2015, I believe. And this is what the palette looks like. This I was obsessed with when it came out. Like, first of all, it smells like chocolate. And for anyone who knows me personally, or if you just follow my channel for a while, you know my obsession with chocolate. It's just like out of this world. But I had my eye on this for so long, and I finally saved up my money to buy it, and I was so excited when I got it. I did a lot of makeup tutorials with this as well, but like the 350, I just haven't been reaching for it as much. I feel like the Sweet Peach palette is like way better in my opinion. I just like the shades a little more. I feel like they're a little more warm. This is still a pretty warm palette, but I just wish that they had deeper, like, sort of matte shades, because some of these matte shades don't really work on my eyes that much. This is a really great palette, and I don't know, it has a special place in my heart because this was like one of the first palettes that I bought that I was like really saving up for. I didn't have a lot of money at the time, and I loved this to pieces. Oh, and I believe Kathleen Lights was the one who got me on this. This is still one of her favorite eyeshadow palettes, and I wanted to try it because of her basically, so definitely was not a letdown. The next eyeshadow that YouTube made me buy is the Tartelette Bloom palette. This one is still, I'm like still so obsessed with it, but this is what it looks like. I think this, like, I love this way more than the Tarte. I think it's just the Tartelette palette, like the first one with like the purple, I don't know, has more like cool tones and stuff, and it's all matte. This one, in my opinion, is like way better. I feel like it's better suited for medium to deep skin tones. I mean, lighter skin tones can obviously use this. I mean, like, they have really nice colors, but in comparison to the Tartelette and the Tartelette Bloom, if you're a deeper skin tone or medium to deep, I would highly recommend this one. Also, if you enjoy those warmer shades, this one is your best bet. This color right over here, Firecracker, gorgeous, so gorgeous. Sometimes I just put this all over my lid and then throw on a crease color. Like, I love this so much. Do you see that? Oh, it's just so gorgeous. What I also love this palette for is these deeper shades on this side. I use them for a liner, so when I don't want to do a winged liner, which is actually a lot, I haven't been doing a winged liner as much lately, I will just go in with this and like a flat angled brush, and I'll use this to create like a really soft wing. And I still, like, these are the shadows that I use for the wing. Like, no matter what look I'm going for, I will reach for this palette and use these shades for a wing. They're super creamy. They don't have a lot of fallout, unlike the Tartelette Pro palette. I find like the formulation on that is way different from this. This is probably one of the best formulated eyeshadows that I've ever tried. If you guys were ever thinking of getting this, like, get it. Like, you will not be disappointed. And also just like, it's so beautiful, like, come on. That's it with eyeshadows, but I'm still going to stay on the trend of palettes. So this is the next palette that YouTube definitely made me buy. This is the Becca and Jaclyn Hill, what is this called? Champagne Collection Face Palette. I got this because I love Jaclyn Hill, and when this came out, I thought it was really, really nice. I know now, I don't know, Becca's doing something sketchy, like they're coming out with Prosecco Pop without Jaclyn Hill, even though it was like supposedly the shade that she created for them, so I don't know what the hell's going on. But this shade, this palette's really, really nice. It was limited edition at first, but I believe now it's like available everywhere. I already actually have Champagne Pop. This was like the first Becca highlight that I've ever bought, and I really, really liked it, so that's why I picked this up. Prosecco Pop is just a really, really pretty sort of gold highlight. Super, super pretty for medium to deep skin tones. And then these blushes are really nice as well. So when I'm traveling, I like to carry this mostly, as well as like one other highlighter, because this one, I mean, I have blushes, I have different options for highlighter, and it's a really, really sturdy sort of palette. Like, it doesn't feel like it's gonna break or something. It's just really made really well, and plus the mirror on this is really, really nice. So I use this to do my makeup a lot. It's kind of weird that now it's not really limited edition because I was running to buy this. But yeah, if you guys want to buy it, then I'll have it linked down below. I'm gonna move on to foundations now. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation, and mine is in the shade 111 Soft Sable. It's actually the foundation that I'm wearing today, and YouTube definitely made me buy this because it went crazy all over YouTube, and I was like, I need to get my hands on this. And the shade range isn't honestly the best. This only suits me in the winter time. Like, in the summer it looks a little ashy on me, but that being said, this is the best drugstore foundation I have ever tried. Honestly, it's one of the best foundations I've tried in general. You guys know that my favorite is the Lancome Tintidol. This formulation is pretty much exactly like that, just a drugstore version. So if you guys have still never tried this, I would highly recommend it. If you have oily skin, like, why don't you have this in your collection? It's amazing. Obviously inexpensive because it's from the drugstore, but overall it's just such a great foundation. Totally owns up to all the hype that it gets. So I would highly recommend this. The next foundation that YouTube made me buy is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. Now this one I have mixed reviews on. I purchased this online, so that's probably half the reason why I have mixed reviews on it. It's not the best shade match. In the summer, I feel like this would be perfect, but I bought this while I was in France, and it matched my skin then, but since I've been in Canada, like, I haven't been outside at all, and there's like zero sun because it's in the middle of winter. So the shade match doesn't match me anymore. Like, I look like a red hot potato every time I try to use this. But I did use it a couple days in a row, and I really, really liked the finish. It does last a really, really long time, and I find this is the most like skin-like foundation. It doesn't dry to a complete matte. It's like a satin finish, and it just makes you look like really, really healthy and fresh. I really love the finish of this, so I'm probably going to pick up another shade in this and maybe do like a review for you guys, because a lot of people were asking me what my opinion on this was since I mentioned it on Snapchat. So if you guys would like me to pick up a new color and try this out, then definitely let me know, but I'm not mad about it. Like, it's a pretty good foundation. So sticking to sort of face products, these are the next products that YouTube heavily influenced me to buy. These are the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD concealers, and they look like this. I have a ton, as you can see. This was the shade that I used the most. This is in Fawn. I also used this to highlight. I had a different shade. I forget. I think it was like Cool Tan or something. But I really did love the orange corrector shade. Before I got my Wyson color corrector, this one was my go-to, and I still use it sometimes. I just find it's a little pigmented, like it's super orange and pigmented. So if you have a deeper skin tone and suffer with hyperpigmentation, like this is amazing. Also, I mean, I have deeper shades for cream contouring, which I don't do too much, but when I do like using this because they're super blendable and creamy. And the best part is that these are only like $2.99 a piece or something crazy like that. Like they're so inexpensive. The one con that I have with this is that sometimes the liquid inside of here separates from the pigment and the concealer, so you have to give it a shake, or else when you squeeze it, like a bunch of water will squeeze out, which kind of threw me off the first couple times I was using it, but you kind of get used to it. It doesn't really have an effect on the product itself. Like the product's still really great as long as you mix in the pigment and the concealer with that liquid. So that's really the only complaint that I have for it. So I have a couple brow favorites to share with you guys. This is the NYX micro brow pencil, and I use the shade Espresso. I just have two of them. I don't really know why. I think it might have been Marlena from Makeup Geek that talked about this. She did like a comparison with the Anastasia and this one. And she said to go ahead with this because, you know, they're made from the similar like manufacturer and that sort of thing. They look exactly the same, and she did like a wear test and they wore exactly the same. I think the shades are a little bit different, but as for the formula, it's really good. This is what I use on my brows all the time. I have a brow tutorial on this, using this. If you guys want to check it out, I'll have it linked right over here through a card, so you can just click that and see how it works and stuff. The next product that YouTube influenced me to buy is the Essence Make Me Brow. Now this is super similar to the Gimme Brow by Benefit, but obviously way more inexpensive because it's Essence, and Essence is sold at the drugstore. I believe you can get this for like under $3 or something crazy like that. It is just so amazing, so amazing. I always talk about this. It has little fibers in it that attach to your brows, and it makes them look more full without actually being super full. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I never go without this. Like, I really hope they never discontinue this because I will actually cry. It's so amazing. And I believe you can buy Essence anywhere. I bought this in Switzerland, so I know they sell it in Europe. I definitely know they sell it in the US, and they sell it in Canada for sure as well. So definitely check this out if you haven't already. It will change your brow game. Trust. And these are beauty blenders. I mean, this one's hella dirty, but I have two of them over here because I love them so freaking much, and I wish that someone had just told me. Actually, people did tell me to buy it sooner, but I didn't listen to them. I kept trying like the Real Techniques Beauty Blender and all the other different beauty blenders, but nothing compares. Like seriously, nothing compares to the original Beauty Blender. It is so amazing. If you guys haven't tried it yet, please just go online on Sephora or wherever the hell they sell Beauty Blender, Beauty Bay if you're from the UK or something, and pick you up a Beauty Blender because it is amazing. I don't apply foundation with any other tool except for my Beauty Blender. I use this for concealer, I use this for baking, I use it for setting my under eye, I use it for everything. I use it on top of my highlight when it's looking too poppin' and I need to tone it down a bit. It's just so good, and I can't say enough things about it. YouTube definitely made me buy it. This was probably the one thing that I was recommended to by like all the YouTubers that I like will never ever regret. Like, I mean, all the products I still love, but this is like, this changed my life. Like, this changed my makeup game, like, as a whole. It's amazing. I probably should have mentioned this thing while I was mentioning the eyeshadows, but this is the Urban Decay Heavy Metals liner, glitter liner, and mine is in Midnight Cowboy, which is probably the most popular shade that people use. I just saw everyone using this, from Nikki Tutorials to Desi Perkins to Luster Lux to Jackie Aina. Literally everyone and they mama is using this, so I just purchased it. I mean, it was like $24, so I was like, this better be gold. Like, this better be amazing. And it is. It's so good. It is the best glitter that I've ever used. It goes on super like opaque, like I don't know how to describe it honestly. Like, there it is. And when it dries, this is the one glitter that I have that really sparkles in the like sun or in the light or anything. It really does sparkle, and it makes putting on glitter so easy. There's zero fallout with this stuff. Like zero, like you will not have one piece of glitter anywhere else but where you put it. It's so easy, like when you have like a really basic look on, sometimes I just pop this into my inner corners and it just like transforms everything. It's so great. So if you guys were on the fence about this, or like maybe we're trying dupes or something, I would just go ahead and purchase this. And if you want just one color that will like do you good for any sort of eye look, I'd highly recommend Midnight Cowboy. It's kind of like a beige. They do describe it as a beige. It's not so much gold, but depending on what look you're going for, like if you're wearing more silver colors, this will pull more silver, and if you're wearing more gold, this will pull more gold. So it kind of works for any makeup look, and I love it so much. So moving on to powders, I have two sort of translucent powders. The first one is the RCMA No Color Powder. Literally, this was going crazy on YouTube, and I bought this specifically because, what's her name? Kathleen Lights talked about it. I love her, if you haven't noticed. A lot of her recommendations I end up buying, which is the great thing about YouTube. But yeah, this is the RCMA No Color Powder. As a dark skin girl, it works. I really like it. The only con that I have is, first of all, the bottle is like hella messy. Like, you get powder everywhere when you open this thing. I know some people have like switched it into their like Laura Mercier translucent powder boxes, or like the e.l.f. one, but I don't have any of those, so I just have to deal with this messy thing. I personally use this when I'm going for a more natural look and I just want to like set my concealer or something, not when I want to do like baking or highlighting, because this obviously has no color, so it's not going to add any highlight, but it is a really finely milled powder. And I really like it. It's really great. I don't really have any cons to say about it other than the package, which this package sucks, but the product inside is good, so yeah. The next translucent powder I have is super similar. This one is the Ben Nye Luxury Powder, the banana one. I bought this because everyone was talking about it. All the dark skin girls, or you know, brown skin girls on YouTube were using this to bake and set their under eyes. I bought this, I believe, like almost 3 years ago now, and as you can see, like I've only gotten halfway. So this lasts a super long time, and this one I use for like highlighting. So when I want to sort of add more brightness to my under eyes, I will use this. I probably reach for the banana powder more than I do the RCMA No Color Powder, but I still use both equally. I mean, you can see I got this last year, so I've used quite a bit, and it's inexpensive when you think about it because it lasts so long. Like, you only need so little and it comes with so much. I believe I paid around like 19, maybe 25 Canadian, I can't remember, but I mean, it's done me good, so I really like it. So the next powder is an oldie but a goodie. This is the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Natural in the shade Dark. I have been using this, man, I don't even know how long. Probably a good like 4 or 5 years. Like, I think actually maybe even longer, maybe even like 6 years or something, because this was one of the first like high-end products that I've ever purchased. Obviously, like, this isn't the exact one. I've gone through multiple of these, but it's, I don't know, every time I stop using it, I'm like, oh, I wish I had that, and I end up purchasing it again. And I got my cousins on this. They really like it as well. Well, Sarah in particular, she likes this. I don't remember who was using this, but it was like so popular back in the day, like back in the day on YouTube, and I bought it when I was young because I'm like, I'm gonna save my money and buy this one product that everyone keeps raving about, and I'm gonna love it, and I'm really happy I did. It's like my favorite setting powder. It is like just the most natural looking setting powder. It doesn't add a ton of coverage, but if you are a simple girl, you just like to put like concealer and powder, this is a really great powder because it'll even out your skin tone, and it has little like light reflecting pigments in it, like not really shimmer, but I don't know, it just adds a really nice glow to your skin, and I love it. Like, I can't say enough good things about it. It's like one of my all-time favorite products, my holy grail products. Like, I will probably always keep repurchasing this for as long as I'm wearing makeup. So the next products are setting sprays. These are the same ones, obviously, but this is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. But I have the travel one because I travel a lot, and it's a lot easier to travel with this and stick it in your makeup bag than it is with this big guy. So I kind of just like purchased this and then just like empty it into the travel size. But this is so amazing. I bought it once like a long time ago, and for some reason I stopped using it. I don't really know why, but I repurchased it maybe like a year ago, and ever since then I just keep repurchasing it because it's amazing. It really does make your makeup last like all day. I know it says all-nighter, but it's a long-lasting spray, so I just spray this whenever I'm doing makeup, no matter how much makeup I'm wearing, even if it's just a bit of concealer and powder, I will spritz this over. It gets rid of any cakiness, but it also sets your makeup, and it doesn't add any dew. So if you want your makeup to stay matte and exactly how it looks before you spray, then this really works at that. No, it's just like the best of both worlds. It makes your skin look like skin and sets it, and it also just keeps your makeup on all day. So the next one is kind of more of a general brand category, but ColourPop Cosmetics, absolutely love them. I have a ton of products by them, and I pretty much tried like every single sort of subject that they've come out with. Not subject, but like every single category they've come up with. So the first ones are Super Shock shadows, and these are Weenie and Millionaire. I recently just did a tutorial featuring these, my Valentine's Day makeup. My favorite way to apply this is with my finger, and when you put them on your lid, they're just so extremely foiled and like pigmented, and they just look so great, and they're so inexpensive. I believe they're only like $5, so you can't really go wrong. The next one is their Ultra Matte Lip Creams. I have tried their satins and their other ones. I just haven't gotten as into them as the matte ones. But these ones, I bought a lot of shades, as you can see. I think the first one I ever tried was LAX, which is right over here. But mine kind of got gunky, so I don't really use this as much. But I still really, really love these. And the shades that I have are Limbo, K, LAX, Avenue, Chi or Chai, Stingray, I believe this is Tool, and then I also have Beeper. I've also tried some of their lippy sticks, and those ones are really great as well. So if you guys are looking for inexpensive ultra matte lips, then I would recommend ColourPop because they're really great, and now they ship international, which is amazing because for the longest time they only shipped to like the US and Canada, so I'm really excited that they expanded. I feel like they're constantly innovating things, like always, and you know, as someone that's in marketing and in brand, like I really appreciate that. A lot of brands kind of just get stuck and stop innovating and lose the kind of motivation to do that. But ColourPop is always killing the game, so good job. So I believe I only have 2 more products. This one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in Ashton. This was more of an Instagram / YouTube made me buy it. I found that more Instagrammers were like using this, or it was just more evident that way, and I absolutely love it, and I hate myself for not purchasing it sooner because I'm wearing it today. It's just such a gorgeous, gorgeous liquid lipstick. Now I will say Anastasia liquid lipsticks aren't my favorite formula. They're just not as hydrating, and I find they emphasize the cracks in your lips. But my favorite way to wear this is also with a gloss on top. I just use the Too Faced Papa Don't Peach Lip Oil, and that's kind of the combination that I'm wearing today. But this has quickly become my favorite, and I'm so happy I ended up buying it. There's just not a shade out there that has come close to this. Like, I don't know, it's just such a unique shade, and it looks different on everyone. I just love it. Like, I haven't worn a better liquid lipstick other than this. I love the color. And then I have the Kat Von D Lolita liquid lipstick. I had mixed reviews on this at first. If you guys were watching my channel last year, you'd know that I didn't really like this at first. It was actually in one of my regrets, one of my like monthly regret videos, and it turned on me. Like, it did a real 360. I really love this color. I think what threw me off is the formula. I find the Kat Von D, I know a lot of people love the Kat Von D liquid lipstick formula, so don't jump out on me. I just personally found that it's a little sticky, like it doesn't dry completely down. So when you move your lips together, it like is a little tacky, and I'm not really into that feeling. But the color is gorgeous, and I pair this up with my MAC Chestnut lip liner, and it looks absolutely beautiful. It's a really, really great like pinky nude for deeper skin tones, and on lighter skin tones it's more like of a deep mauve brownie nude. Okay guys, so that concludes this video. I know it was super long, but I had fun talking about all of the products and kind of reliving all of the memories that I had with purchasing these products. I can't even talk anymore. But if you guys enjoyed these types of videos, then definitely let me know in the comments down below, and also let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up. And yeah, if you guys are interested in any of the products that I mentioned, they will all be linked down below as always. And if you're just checking out my channel for the first time, please make sure to subscribe on your way out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys!